And now, here to entertain you all, because every day he's hustling. Side Hustle Cinema.
Welcome back to the channel, Side Hustle Cinema here. Thanks for clicking on this video. And guys, today we're going to be doing a sort of an end of the year cleanup video. Some autographs that I've won in some auctions. Or maybe bought on sale, something like that. And just haven't shown them on camera, you know. I've got some of those to show you, and then I did get in a few items that I purchased during Black Friday sale over at Fearsome Figures. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it, and I guess we'll start with. Let's see, what do we want to start with? I'll tell you what, we'll start with a couple items that aren't prints, and then we'll get into the 8x10s, and then we'll get into the stuff I got from Fearsome Figures and the bigger prints. Okay, well, the first items that I got here that are not prints, I bought this mask. It's from Hellfest. And it's signed by Bex Taylor Klaus. And when this one came out, it was available in a mystery box. But you had this was like the better pull. You could either get the print, or maybe you'd be lucky enough to pull the mask. And I did not get the mask. I got the print. It was a nice print. It was the poster, like the movie poster. So, these actually go pretty well together, even though it's the same autograph. But later on, I saw that Zobi had these on sale, and it was a decent price. I forget what it was, but it was a decent price. And then I'm a supporter member of Zobi, and that gets you like an additional discount. It's a good way to, get a discount if you're going to buy anything from them directly. And so, yeah, I ended up getting this for, I want to say it was around 20 bucks or so. It was 20, 25 bucks. It wasn't too bad. Because I see these go for, $40, $49, somewhere around there. But, yeah, that was a pretty cool pickup. One that I definitely wanted to get. This next one is one that I got just recently, and I think this one came from Fearsome Figures, and that is the Krampus snow globe, and it's signed by Luke Hawker, and there's Luke's signature. There's the Beckett certification. And then it's inscribed Krampus. He played the Krampus monster in that movie. It's kind of a cool snow globe. It's got a picture of the house that's in this little lucite case inside of the globe. Totally a homemade job. The globe's not a glass globe; it's plastic, so you can kind of push in on it a little bit. So I don't want to handle it too much. I don't know if that thing's going to pop open or whatever. But, yeah, that's kind of cool. And, I love Krampus, so anything Krampus was definitely cool. Alright, so those are the two items that weren't prints. So now I'll just dive into these prints, and we'll go to some 8x10s here. The first one... This is one I got off of an auction, I think, and I got it really cheap. I mean, I don't know what I paid for it exactly. I don't remember, but it wasn't very much. I really enjoyed the Goosebumps franchise. I loved both movies. Thought they were both really good. And this one is signed by Jeremy Ray Taylor. That's the chubby kid there. Now, I have his autograph also on an It It's not a post. Well, it's like a 8x10. Um, but I've got him on there as well. I thought it was weird that he signed the other side. I thought, he would sign his side of the poster. But yeah, I mean it's a nice looking print. I like that a lot. And then on the back here, I got another one. Most of these got prints on both sides. It's kind of the way they send them to you sometimes to save on these top loaders. But it's Derek Mears from the Predators movie, the newer one, and he inscribed it with Swamp Thing. So that's pretty cool. Of course, I have Derek Mears signed, Friday the 13th, the remake poster. He, played Jason in that one. So this is very cool to get him, a different franchise. Alright, speaking of different franchises, this is someone I've got a couple of, and that is PJ Souls. I love PJ Souls. She's super cool if you ever get a chance to meet her in person. But this one is one that I got in an auction. Wasn't very expensive. Again, I should have wrote down all the prices, went back and researched, but it wasn't that much. What a great print, though. Her and, Bill Murray from Stripes. This is really cool. And, of course I have her, signature on some Halloween stuff. But this is definitely cool to get this one from Stripes. Really nice print. On the back, got an autograph from the Lost Boys. And it's Jamie Newlander, who played, Edgar Frog. And then you got Corey Feldman there. Now, I do have Corey Feldman's autograph as well. It's always right here behind me. And I have Corey's autograph, though, on another picture of the Frog Brothers. I just don't have them together. I would love to have, be in a situation where they both signed together. Well, next I've got one that not a lot of people are going to recognize, and this one is William R. Perry, and he's a stuntman, and he worked on The People Under the Stairs. Now, I had to have this one because I love The People Under the Stairs. It's one of my, favorite movies of all time, and yeah, this is just another one that I needed for the collection, and I've got a bunch of them, but they're all individual. They're all, the 8x10s, nothing on a nice poster, and I don't think I'll ever be able to get them all on a poster because, unless there's like a big reunion of something, you're never going to get these small time actors from the movie to come back and probably be at a convention. That's probably just not going to happen. This guy is pretty cool, though. I like this print a lot because it shows you exactly who he was and what he did in the movie. He was obviously one of the kids that bursts through the floor and grabs the mother at the end of the movie. That's pretty cool. And then I also know that he was the stuntman and for Nightmare on Elm Street 3, he was the stunt double for the wizard kid in the wheelchair. So he would, he did the fight stuff with Freddy. So pretty cool guy there to get. I really like that. On the back here is Lee Waddell, and of course he's Ghostface. And he was, he played Ghostface in part 1. So this one's really cool too. And this one was also an auction win. Got that at a really, cheap, nice price. Alright, so the next one we got here is a wrestling autograph. Well, sort of wrestling, sort of movies, and that is Um, Tommy Lister, who played Zeus. He was Zeus in the WWE or the WWF. Back in the days. Like this print here, this was pretty sure this was like a promo print from SummerSlam when Macho Man and Zeus took on Hogan and Brutus the Barber Beefcake. That's one of my favorite matches of all time. Love that match. I love the whole Zeus storyline. Thought that was great. Loved No Holds Barred. Went and saw that movie. The first day it came, it was available to go see it. I remember my brother and sister took me to the movies as soon as I got out of school, and we went straight there and watched it. Just a big fan. Other than that, I really don't collect wrestling autographs. I have a few, but I don't go after them because it's just there's a lot, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But there are a few people that I would like to have from the wrestling world, and this was one of them for sure. Big fan of Zeus. On the back, this is another great one, and we got Seth Green, and this is him signing as Oz. You got the name, character name and autograph, and of course, this was from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's where he played Oz. I was a huge Buffy fan. Of course, anyone my age had a huge crush on Sarah Michelle Gellar back in the day, and was just a real big fan of this series. And the Oz years were really good. He played a werewolf, so that was cool. And of course, I would like to have his autograph on other properties as well. He's been in so many cool things. He's done voices and everything, so for so many cool things. The next one I got is Eric Roberts. This again was another. This one may have been I may have bought this one actually. This one may have just been on sale. And this is Eric Roberts from Best of the Best. That's one of my favorite, martial arts shows growing up. Was Best of the Best 1 and 2. Loved both those movies. And of course, Eric Roberts, that is the brother of Julia Roberts and the dad of Emma Roberts. So, but yeah, I love his autograph as well. Very unique. I like the way he does that big loop in there. Yeah, it looks cool. And great movie. If you've never seen Best of the Best 1 or 2, check them both out. They're fantastic movies. Only available on DVD though. No Blu-rays of those. Let's see. Did I show the back? No, I didn't. Let me show the back because this one's great. Love this one. Another Killer Clowns autograph. Wish I had them all on a poster, but right now I've just got the Chino Brothers on a poster, and then everything else is 8x10 stuff. And this one is another great autograph, and that's Suzanne Snider. I love the way she signs. That is a very cool autograph, and it's a nice print too. And for the longest time, I did not know that she was one of the girls in Weird Science. She was one of Hilly and Deb. She was the blonde one. I did not know that for the longest time, and then when I finally figured that out, I was like, oh my god, she's been in like so many cool things that I would like to have her autograph on multiple things, but I would like to meet her. I would love to meet her in person, and I haven't had a chance to do that. Hopefully that'll happen one day, and yeah, I mean that would be cool because she was pretty awesome. Big fan of hers. All right, and the last one, and this one, well, the last 8x10. I got a few others here, but I got Greg Nicotero. Of course, this is for The Walking Dead, and just another great print here. And I think this actually may be the second Greg Nicotero autograph. I had to go back and look. I may have got one from a mystery box, but this one I really like that print, and I got it for a steal. I mean, it went in an auction. I forget how much it was, but it was only like, I don't know, it was only like 11 or 12 bucks. And when you order multiple things, they combine shipping, so it's a pretty good deal. And then of course, just a big fan of Greg Nicotero. I love The Walking Dead. His special effects, it changed the game for zombies. The Walking Dead just ruined some earlier zombie movies that I used to love because of how good he made the zombies look. And he's also, a pretty good director as well. Directed several episodes of The Walking Dead. Did a lot of those creep show episodes. He's directed quite a bit of stuff as well. But yeah, it's a cool one to have. All right, next we're gonna move into these bigger prints here. I've got 3 to show off, and then we'll be done. The first one is Chris Duran, and this is from Scream 2. He played Ghostface in that one. But, he also was Michael Myers in Halloween H2O. I have his autograph for that one. But this one I don't necessarily love. This one was an auction win as well. I don't think I realized how big it was. It's a bigger print, and I only like the big prints when it's something that I can get like cast signed. Other than that, I would rather have just the 8x10. And so since this print's not really something that you would get cast signed, it's just not necessarily for me. It just takes up a little too much wall space. But still, it's kind of a cool one to get. Alright, the next 2 I got from Fearsome Figures, and they were really good deals. I got them on the Black Friday sale. So they were already at a good price, and then you took 20% off, and it made these just too good to pass up. And I got the Friday the 13th Part 6, mini poster. These are what I like to get cast signed. I've started getting all of them cast signed. 2 I have pretty well complete. I've got a good start on 1. 5, I've got a decent amount on 5. Anyway, it's a work in progress. The one thing that I regret doing that I wish I didn't, what I didn't know when I first started collecting autographs was you're gonna want them all on one poster, and so when I'd go to these conventions and things, I would just take the 8x10s off the table, which are cool, but then you just end up with a lot of 8x10s. So if you start a poster, buy yourself the print, take it to the conventions with you, and then, you're good to go from there. Anytime you go to a new convention that someone else is like there's someone else from Friday the 13th Part 6 is going to be there, well, you can get them to sign it. So, or you can send it off to get it signed. Just keep working on adding more autographs to the poster. Well, this one is signed by C.J. Graham, who is Jason in Part 6, and he inscribed it with 18 kills. That's how many kills he had in the movie. And then also, Thom Matthews signed it down here as well, who's, Tommy Jarvis in Part 6. I have both those autographs already, but I didn't have them on a, poster like this. So when I saw that I could get both of them signed, and I think this was $70, I want to say, to get this size with both those signatures. I thought that was a pretty good deal. And now if I go to a convention and someone else is signing, maybe Alice Cooper will be there somewhere. I know a few other people from this movie, goes to conventions and signs, so maybe I can build this one out a little bit. And the last one is the same thing. It's I got Ted White's autograph, who played Jason in Part 4. So I have this poster already, and I wanted to bring it around and get it signed by different people, but I knew I could never get Ted White's autograph. Before I started to collect autographs, he had already stopped doing conventions. And unfortunately, he died, just recently. He was old. He was in his 90s already. And so I had no chance of getting his. I had no chance of meeting him. So I knew the only way that I can do a cast signed poster was if I buy a poster that's got Ted White's autograph on it. And they were going for a good bit, especially after he, passed away. So, to get this one, so now I've got that foundation. So now, like, if I can get, Corey Feldman to sign it, if I can, the sister Trish, the mom, there's a bunch of people that signed for Part 4. So I got a lot of work to do on this one. Hopefully, hopefully there'll be a reunion at some convention that I go to sometime soon, or whatever the case may be. But at least now I've got that foundation poster that I can start with, and that's a good tip too. If you're going to be going after a cast signed poster, you may want to buy a poster already signed by one or two people, and then build off that, or buy a poster with someone who's, hard to come by or has passed away. If you're going to do a Texas Chainsaw, like, get a Gunnar Hansen signed poster, and then, there's still some of those other guys out there who will sign at conventions. They're getting old, but they're still around. And so, it's a good tip, I guess. Well, anyway, this video went a little longer than I wanted. I hope you enjoyed it if you stuck around, and enjoyed all the autographs and all the cool stuff. So, here's to a new year coming up, new conventions, new autographs, more mystery boxes, and, we just continue the fun hobby, the fun times of just collecting autographs. So, till next time, guys, keep collecting those autographs. I'll see you on the next one.